Obviously, if you watched tonight, you saw that Christopher Bell won the Race of Champions. He won this, and you can't deny this. Because Christopher Bell's waiting on Kyle come Saturday. That ego ain't going to make up. This is Torgerson and Golobic mistakes. This ain't Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell won the Race of Champions tonight. Looked very smooth, looked very proficient. And I think outside of the car, even if these were equal race cars, the real main difference as to why Kyle, and maybe Kyle needs to hear this. I'm hoping it will help him. I would rather have Kyle. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'd rather have Kyle Larson beat Christopher Bell come Saturday night. But there is a big Bell difference here. You see, Kyle Larson, look at his face over here. You see his face over here to the bottom right? Look at it. Look at it. Look at how it is. Kyle Larson, just say for the past year of his life, has been drugged through every fucking gauntlet there is. He was drugged through the Wild West shootout gauntlet. He was drugged through the fucking, I hate to say it, he was drugged through the high limit gauntlet. Do what we tell you, how you do it, because you got to make this a bigger, better fucking deal. My ninja. Do everything we need you to do. Come here, go there. Indianapolis, Coca-Cola 600. Come here, go there. And then, what was it, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago? He was in fucking, I'll come to Australia. We got to make you a big deal. Kiss the babies. Love the motion. Oh, okay. Come to shootout. Drive the car. Okay, and I get it. Y'all think that that's all great and everything. And it is. It's amazing. It's awesome. But that's got to be a little tiring, right? That's got to be, no matter how much I said this with music, no matter how thrilling it might be for Taylor Swift, her first time ever on a stage in front of 100,000 people, and they're all screaming her name and going along with her songs, no matter how amazing that experience might be, after you've done it, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, the shit has to get boring. I don't even like listening to the same song every day. Now I gotta fucking sing it. And not just one song, every song on the fucking track. That sounds horrible. That sounds like a nightmare. Little different with race cars, correct? Little bit different. But it's still what they offer you. It's still the deal that you made. You wonder how Kyle gets to where he's at. I'm trying to give you some hints. There's a deal. See, Christopher Bell's from Oklahoma, the home of Freemasonry. It's a little different when you're from the West Coast. There's a deal. So, let's just say, even though I don't believe it, some people will say that Bell and Larson are the same talents. They're just as good as anyone in the ball. They're just the same. Let's just say, I'm just going to say, let's just say Kyle Larson is a tick better than Christopher Bell. Let's say that. Let's just say that Kyle's a little better. When you've went through the gauntlet when you've been drugged through the dirt, and that's what I feel bad for Kyle in a way. When you've had to keep up with your side of the deal for this long, you might have to be just a tick burnt out. And Chrisopher Bell, who hasn't had an ounce of eating that cracker. You've been eating that cracker at dirt track racing and doing whatever racing you want for year after year, Kyle. Yeah, the crackers, it tastes great, but you've had the buffet. Chrisopher Bell's been starved of that son bitch. Starved. He's eating that cracker like it's the first cracker he's ever had, my cracker. I'm just saying. If these son of a bitches are anything close to the same amount of talent, that drought, that thirst, that hunger that Chrisopher Bell hasn't been able to quench all these years is going to put him over your ass, Kyle. And we're just talking reality. And that is the big Bell difference. And Kyle can't understand it because he's never had to face that. He, in his career, I mean, Chip Ganassi let him do what he wants, kind of, or what he wanted to. He said the N word. He got to go run all the dirt races, get it out of him. When he came back to NASCAR, Mr. H, or I guess they're calling him Mr. H. I don't even want to know what kind of P. Diddy thing that's about. I really don't want to know. Me and Jeremy Mayfield can have another show about it. But I don't want to know what that's all about. I don't want to know about the toss and the cherries and all that, why he's doing things to y'all. I'm just saying, Kyle, you've never experienced that drought. And the physical, just elaborates that we see on Chrisopher Bell's face and attitude as he's able to eat that cracker and drink that drink one more time. If y'all are at all close at all in an ability, he's going to destroy you. And I understand it. I'm hopefully maybe motivating you to be like, oh, fuck no. I'm trying to give you some motivation because you don't have any anymore, Kyle. What motivation does Kyle Larson have, guys? He's won every dirt race you could think of. Y'all are all sucking his dick and calling him the greatest of all time. Maybe he'll go win the Indy 500. That's just the one thing he hasn't done. Maybe Daytona, I don't really care. You know, Chili Bell's more important. We've all heard this. Kyle don't have no motivation like Chris Bell does, is my point. There's no comparison there at all, period. The excitement and joy that Chrisopher Bell is feeling and that we can see is going to put him over the top. Now, the problem with Chrisopher Bell is his qualifying night, guys.